I'm back. I almost forgot I had to stream tonight. Yeah. I almost forgot because I was busy watching fellow VTuber Chomper. She's only been on my channel once before during the big collab I did. The big Among Us collab. Although I am going to see her again soon enough. Anyways, her stream ended early and like 5 to 10 minutes later I realized, oh shit, I planned to stream tonight, didn't I? Well, that sucks. And anyways, here I am. We're playing Shipbreaker. I haven't played this in a very long time. From what I understand, the final campaign update is coming soon, which means all my progress is going to be reset for like the second, third time now, fourth. I don't know. All I know is I'm going to be doing that probably off camera. But yeah, I'm back to playing this. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and today I checked. I found I reached 400 subscribers, and all I can say is I'm honored. I'm honored and I'm humbled by just how much people actually want to watch me. All I need is 100 more, and I'll be able to unlock the community tab, which I know that's one of the big things to help boost someone's like potential in the algorithm up. So I really do feel like I'm accomplishing something, and it's all because of you, like every one of you. Anyways, let's begin. It's been a long ass time since I played this. A long time. Let's see how much I forget.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. This is your daily wake-up call.
I forget, when I first streamed this, was this whole cabin, like, fully fleshed out yet? I can't remember. Mm-hmm. What's this again?
Falling asleep on the job salvager? That's a great way to lose a limb and or life. Lynx cannot encourage the use of illegal narcotics. However, research has shown that, when used in moderation, recreational stimulants and microdoses of hallucinogenics can provide salvagers with significant gains in both performance and yield. Furthermore, the Lynx Board of Directors voted unanimously to eliminate any and all drug tests for salvage division employees, because we at Lynx believe the privacy of our employees is paramount. Lynx, making the world a better place.
Good to know Lynx is still as cartoonishly over-the-top evil as possible. So, last time we left off, a manager was being called in, or like some sort of specialist was being called in about the possibility of a union developing. Because apparently they really don't like unions. Wait, where's the one unread email? They should try to call me blah blah blah. I can't be bothered right now, I'm sorry. Oh wait, what's this? Atlas Scout. Oh yeah, they added in a new ship! So when I get back, cosmic dust flying, blah blah blah. Meet the Atlas Scout, purpose engineer for getting away, and back in the blink of an eye. Sporting a pair of Starlight proprietary quasar thrusters. The scout ensures you'll be able to cover a lot of ground quickly. New ship access, Atlas Nomad. Wait, so I added even more? Oh, this one's also new. Atlas, Roustabout? Interesting. Yeah, I missed a lot of updates because I've been busy with school, and when I wasn't busy with school, I was usually grinding some other game. But good to be back where I belong. Okay, so we got a lot of new ships. Let's test this out. I'm excited. I really don't know what they added new, so this is gonna be interesting. I'm basically going in blind.
Warning. Fuel levels are low. Fuel supplies are available for purchase at the Master Jack.
It's another game still lags to high hell. Actually, back when I first played this, I don't think I knew a lot about stream, like, quality management.
Credits deposited.
Like, man, it's been a long time since I played this. Like, it's just starting to hit me. Holy shit. I have gone through so much since the last time I played this. Like, and I made sure to, like, turn down stream quality for this
Pressure levels drop.
and cap the frame rate at 30 FPS. I never would have done this, like, early on. Also, what the hell's going on with my key bindings? These are not the way they should be. Why the hell are my key bindings all fucked? Okay. No. Down is Alt. Down is Alt because Alt is the fucking thumb button. No, was there no equivalent of a break button? Also, I'm pretty sure... Not a break button, a sprint button, I mean. Wait. Wait, what? Oh, for fuck's sakes. Well, this is what I get. Why are the controls suddenly changed on me? This is bullshit. Okay, so it does work. Weird. Okay, but there's still more I need to do because this is stupid. Why the hell? Apologies, people. Let's see. Grapple. Back beam. Push, place tether, cancel tether. is... Good. Let's see now. Is that all I needed? Nope, that wasn't right. Fucking Christ, this is going out to an amazing start. I have to rebind everything. Just come back in a good, like, 5 minutes, and I should get everything ready. There we go. Okay, still not working. List, pause, swap tool mode. Select tool menu. And this should be removed. Thank you. There we go. Now we're getting back into it. Let's see, where's the reactor? That's always the first thing we should locate. Also, okay. Game. Why are you resetting my key bindings? Why are you resetting my key bindings? This looks like something from the back rooms. No, it's not. And currently, I am trying to rebind all my keys because the game forgot and is continuing to forget out of spite. Okay. Let's see. Where was that reactor? Actually, let's just head back out here for a second. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there was supposed to be a sprint button in this game, wasn't there? Or like an equivalent of a sprint? Let's see. Thruster, compartment, airlock, cargo. Was there no reactor? Did this ship come without a reactor? It might have. Okay, I'm just gonna check this one more time because I feel like there has to be somewhere in here. Descend, ascend, thrust, roll, brake. Look up, look down. I guess there wasn't a... Strange. Okay. Gonna have to, like, get used to that somehow. Anyways, time to decompressurize, or depressurize the crew compartment as well. Which, I might not be able to do without it getting violent, now that I think about it. Hold on a second. Here it is.
Airlock pressure levels increasing.
Here we go. Oh, hey, look. What's this?
With all due respect to the Commission's chairfolk, it has been disappointing for many of us to feel like the After the win in the
Whoops.
fight against the AI revolution, many looked to the Commission to provide further protections for human labor across the system. But continuously the Commission seemed outperformed by the more nimble corporations, who were untethered by the bureaucratic process which the Commission seemed ever obsessed to observe and follow. As much as we all understand the appeal of following dry rules and protocol when it comes to protecting real, human lives, perhaps a more practical approach is in order. With Jupiter Gate established, we find ourselves again in a position of corporate dominance at the forefront of human progress, which threatens once more to be the defining factor in the lives of so many hopeful people. We must not allow this to happen again. We require leadership from the Commission. Leadership which isn't fueled by profit, but rather by human respect and excellence. And maybe, in the future, the Commission can put more emphasis on the fostering of collaborative, proactive efforts, rather than reactively scrambling in the wake of ruthless corporate juggernauts.
By the way, that was placeholder text. Eventually they do... Okay.
Damage detected. Always use links.
Why didn't my brake work? Ugh.
Fuel levels restored.
Fucking Christ. This reminds me of Sonaka. Not really. I mean, maybe the movement in a certain extent can be argued to be like Subnautica, but no. This is a very different game. Okay, so. How do I go about taking this thing apart? Because this is a whole new ship I've never seen before. Well, let's start with the outside. That's always a good place to start. Can I remove these engines? No. Well, wait. Wait. Yeah, no. What about back here? Nope, can't pull that off. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. How do I... Oh, wait. There we go. Okay, I'm finding myself instinctively using a completely different control here. One more second. Just gotta fine-tune this one last time. There we go. Now that feels way more natural. So where's that access panel? That was from here, right? So, here we go. And I'm remembering yet another thing. My muscle memory is dominating everything right now. There we go. Okay, so that cut point's done. Now I rip this off. Ghost Rider from Marvel or Spawn from Image Comic. Spawn. Spawn literally killed God. If I remember correctly, in the Spawn comics, he literally kills Satan and then he kills God. Like, no contest. Now drag that down to the barge. Ooh, I gotta be careful of this. These are fuel connectors. Can I squeeze in here? Apparently not. Okay, so let me think. Can't rip these out now, can I? Do I really want to risk blowing this ship up just to see if I can cut this? Because I don't see any fuel. Let's try it. Fuck it, let's try it. Oh! Yep, gas leak. Whoops. Wait, emergency fuel shutoff? Where's that? Oh, it's on the inside. Yeah. How the hell am I supposed to reach there? So yeah, I don't even know if you remember when I first played this. Gotta hate when she says that. What fight is between Magneto from Marvel and Akira? I don't know Akira that well, like, at all, so I wish I could tell you, but I don't know.
Got about 5 minutes left in this shift, Cutter. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Weaver out.
In that case, I don't know. I mean, I guess it would depend on other factors besides their powers if it's the same powers.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
And now I'm running out of oxygen. Yay! Don't know if you were there when I first played this, Mickey, because this was one of the very first games I played when I started streaming almost a year ago. And I haven't played it in a really long time.
Welcome to Vendor 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
I don't remember. Yeah. This is one of the very first games I streamed.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Alright, let's drag this over here. And this. And one more for good luck.
Warning. No tethers remaining.
And now we immediately need to go and get more tethers. Yay.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Have a nice day.
Na 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 na. I love the music in this game so much. Like, they really nailed the vibe of, like, the blue-collar worker. Anyways, hopefully by the end of tomorrow, I'll have my first, Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly the point. It's like blue-collar radio stuff. Like working man's music. And I like it. It really... Like, especially because, like, the whole... There's, like, a really big emphasis on the fact that the game is, like... it's like this dystopian future where you're just... You basically are some working man just trying to scratch out a living working for some big mega corporation salvaging ships. So the music is so fitting.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Okay, good to know. I'm tempted to get this game, yeah. Yeah, my computer, it's definitely outdated, no thanks to the chip shortage, but even for the time, I'm pretty sure I'm still having to run this on, like, the lowest graphics setting, because this game definitely does physics simulations. But if you have the means, I highly recommend it. This game is relaxing up until the moment where it's not, because you have to pull out a reactor or you accidentally drifted straight into the furnace. I mean, that sounds like a very potato PC then.
Scudder, your gear's getting low. It's gonna start fighting you if you don't head on back to the hab and make some repairs.
Okay, that was a mess. For a number of reasons. But hey, I ended the shift with a net profit.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52. All the team at Lynx would like to wish you a happy and productive day.
Okay, let's take a look at this shit for a second. How many tethers do I have? You look like Spawn. That's an interesting way to put it. I mean, I'm not wearing some black morph suit that's basically also a demon. Okay, so yeah, I have up to 10. Okay, good to know. Alright, we're gonna get that. Okay. Time to start our next shift. I want to get a new one of these. Too bad they don't have one here. So let's go with this one then.
A what? Can you hear me? I can't hear you, Kato.
Kai, try switching to another frequency and then back again.
How about now? Can you hear me now? I hear you. Hey, okay. I have a question. What's this administrator gonna do?
They're bean counters. Waste our time with productivity reports.
They've come here before?
Sure, loads of times. Profits drop, they send someone. Accidents go up, they send someone. Sometimes they just send someone to find out if they need to send someone.
They ain't a big deal, Kai.
You heard right, Paulson. I guess they're just snooping around for union stuff, right?
Yeah, gonna be here a week tops. These types have the attention span of a gopher. They'll move on pretty quick.
What's a gopher?
What? Boy, you better come visit sometime on Mars when you're done here.
One day we'll all go see them gophers and whatnot. Keep that front of mind and don't fret none. Carry on now. Weaver out.
Not as excited as I was when I was a kid, but my mom is definitely hyped. Because out of everyone in my family, my mom is the most obsessed with my nephew. Like, even my own sister, the mother of that child, does not care this much. But my mom says, no, we're having an Easter egg hunt for a kid who's not even a year old. We're gonna do an Easter egg hunt, even though the kid literally cannot understand basic concepts of cause and effect. Like, he's only now just starting to, like, attempt and vocalize. Like, attempt to communicate. That's how young my nephew is right now. But nope, we're having an Easter egg hunt, I guess, even though he's definitely not gonna remember it, ever.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I mean, you know what? I knew a guy who was, like, about almost 10 years older than me, who said, yeah, we still go out trick-or-treating. And I'm like, really, why? He's like, free candy. And I'm like, fair enough.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
Like... Okay, so where was... Is there... I forgot to check again if there's a reactor. There probably is. There we go. Ooh, this is a new poster. Mine. Ooh! Teddy bear. When I trick-or-treat, I always reserve characters who wear helmets, masks. For example, Kylo Ren. Who can't tell who I am. That's understandable. Although, I just... So... Did you... Like, one of my favorite things about winter is getting bundled up to go outside, because... I was the kid who had to, like, go the extra length in suiting myself up for the winter, not because I needed to, but because I wanted to. Like, I'd wear full-on balaclava, I'd put on gloves first, and then my coat. Actually, wait, that's not supposed to go here, shit. Just so that, like, I get that, like, seal, between the sleeves of my coat. And the gloves. Same with my boots. When I put on snow pants, I, like, put them over my boots. Specifically to make a seal. Like, I would be... Only my eyes would be peeking out, and I loved it. 'Cause, it made me feel like I was, like, wearing power armor, or I was, like, dressing in some sort of radiation suit, like I was about to explore Chernobyl. Sweatshirts. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, it took me a while before I started to embrace cargo pants. I started to embrace them once I got into college because,
Warning.
my god,
Oxygen reserve
so many
low.
pockets. At that point, I'm like, why the hell did I used to wear, like, nylon pants and sweatpants? It's like, pocket space is so needed for a guy who's just out. I love pockets. Exactly. I don't get why women's dresses don't have more pockets than usual.
Oxygen level stabilizing.
Because that's like a thing. It's like, a dress with pockets. Wow, how cool. But it's like, why don't you just put pockets on all dresses? And there's probably a reason. It's probably some sort of fashion aesthetic. But, oh man, pockets are so nice. With pockets, you don't need a purse. Like, I've never needed a purse or, like... And oftentimes when I go out, I don't even need a backpack either. Not unless I'm bringing, like, schoolwork with me. Because it's like, okay, I got one pocket for my phone. I got one pocket for my wallet, one pocket for my charger. Which I also put my glasses case in, which I don't do anymore because I don't go outside ever, because coronavirus. And I also wear, like, hoodies with zippers on the pockets of those as well. So, like, I put things in that, too. It's like, I got everything I need. Ooh. That was an interesting reaction. A little more violent than I was expecting.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Sometimes a purse. Yeah,
Supplies running low.
unless I'm carrying, like, my books and other school supplies, I don't use a backpack.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
What is this? That looks important. Let's check that out. Alright, where was the entrance to this thing again? Here it is. Here's the airlock. Okay, so behind this back panel here, so let's start cutting. I'm guessing, like, you don't use, like, real eggs, then? Because, in my family, the tradition is to use hard-boiled eggs, which we painted the night before. Well, I guess it's not really painting, it's more like... We have an interesting process where we use, like, food coloring. We soak the eggs in, like, food coloring. Interesting, can't cut this panel, huh? Yeah, we use real eggs, and so, yeah, the day before, my mom hard boils, like 2 cartons of eggs, and then we just paint them, and then we hide them, and then, for Easter brunch, we eat those eggs, but first we do something called the egg fight, which is where you, to the person next to you, or whoever can reach, you grab the egg, pointed tip facing outwards, and you smash them together, and whichever one
There's 5 minutes.
doesn't get smashed is the winner.
Get in while the getting's good. We're out.
and by the end of it, there's usually like one egg that's like unusually more solid than the rest. It's a fun little tradition we have in my family.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded.
Yeah, like, oh, the good old days of childhood. I'll tell you what, so, Easter's tomorrow.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
So, we're definitely going to be doing a lot of things, so, it's probably going to involve bacon, eggs, toast, pancake,
Credit applied.
and of course, since I'm Canadian, you know we're going to use that real maple syrup.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
I just realized I'm running out of oxygen. And I really need to get to that terminal, like, right now. Holy shit. Like I said, this game is chill until the moment it's not.
Oxygen
Okay.
stabilizing.
Anyways. Yeah. It's definitely going to be like a big brunch. That's the tradition in my household. Except now we're going to experience it with our newest member of the family for the first time, and that's going to be exciting. Giant 10-foot.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
I'm sure we're gonna tell it to our kid. Like, my nephew's definitely gonna learn about the Easter Bunny for sure. You know why we celebrate the resurrection of Christ with an egg-laying rabbit?
Secured. Account credit applied.
What is this still attached to? Oh, here. Of course. No. It's because Easter was originally a pagan holiday. To celebrate, like, the spring equinox. And it was just repurposed by Christianity. And that's, like, the Easter Bunny is a remnant of that old pagan tradition. Like, same thing with Christmas. Jesus was most likely born in the summer, not, in the winter. But, we still celebrate, like, things like the Christmas tree, for example, I think are, like, old pagan traditions. It's like, you just repurpose it. Which makes a lot of sense when you think about it, because people do not like to change their culture a lot. Like, people really don't like doing that. Wait a minute, there's a door in here? Hold on a second. There's a door in here, and that means there must be another way in. Oh shit, here's the reactor. Wait, how do I get in here? Was that... Hold on, was that... Okay, I'm learning shit now. That's dark. It's not that dark. It's like, I don't know, it was a symbol of, like, some sort of fertility ritual for the spring equinox. And they just repurposed it.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52.
And when you think about it, we do the exact same thing with memes all the time. We just repurpose aspects of culture. Alright, let's see what we got this time. Nope. I think we already listened to that before, though. Mutant rabbit. What mutant rabbit? There's a lot of things like that I've seen in my past. Like, there was that one time Bugs Bunny turned into a mutant Neanderthal rabbit. There's that one episode of Being Ian. He's a bunny. I mean, I've seen depictions of it. No one's ever come up in a costume. At least not that I can remember. This needs to be repaired. Alright, let's continue salvaging this.
Huh? Who's whistling? No whistling.
What? Why? What's wrong?
You don't know? It's bad luck.
Bad luck? Why is it bad luck?
It just is. Damn newbies. That's just silly superstition, no? What's wrong with you kids? What's next? Salvaging 7 of the same type of object in a row?
Wait, is that bad luck?
Dee Dee, that's ridiculous. You listen to me, kiddo. I've been doing this job for 17 years.
Has this door always been here?
In my day. When I'm telling you you don't whistle, don't process 7 of the same object in a row, and don't look at the moon while inside a ship, you really need to listen. All right. No more whistling. We got
Wow, I feel like an idiot now. Some Asian cultures. I mean, I can see why. Like, when you think about a lot of folklore and superstition, usually have some sort of, like, reasonable origin to them. Like, it could just be about, like, self-fulfilling premonitions. But certain folklore are definitely there as a form of cautionary tale. Like, Hansel and Gretel is a good story of don't talk to strangers and don't go out into the woods alone. Like, that's probably one of the most notable examples I can think of. Yeah. Likewise, so, there's like this one, it's actually a very common myth throughout a lot of European households. Like, I guess in general you could call it a house elf, although it goes by different names depending on the cultures. Like, for example, in some cultures they're called brownies. I forget, because I remember watching Hilda, because I'm a man-child, and they had their own version of it, which wasn't a brownie. What were they called? I can't remember. But, like, the idea of a local health spirit or house gnome or elf who, like, lives, like, behind the stove or under the floorboards. What? Actually, how do I pronounce that? Because you might be onto something, because that might be one of the names for it. Let me check. A humanoid figure in folklore with various variations in Ibero-America, Filipino cultures compared. Maybe. So the whole point of these creatures are that they live in your house, like, maybe under the floorboards or behind the stove. But the whole point is, like, these are spirits that are said to, like, help around the house in subtle ways, like, I don't know, clean up the barn, for example. Or something like that. Duende. Duende. But if you, like, at the same time, you also have to, like, respect these spirits by, like, leaving out food for them at night and not making a lot of noise, otherwise they might burn the house down. And when you think about it, that could just be some parent's way of telling kids, shut the fuck up, when it's past, when it's nighttime. Like, instead of just telling them, you just say, oh yeah, there's an evil spirit in the house that will, like, that'll murder us all in our sleep and destroy everything if we don't shut up at night. Oh, what? The fact that, like... yeah, because, like, you're afraid of... Especially since, like, the whole point is that you don't see these, the fact is that you don't see these creatures, so you can't interact with them, and so you don't know what the boundaries are, so of course that's gonna be, like, something that'll cause fear. That's psychological shit. Like, that's fear of the unknown stuff. Kinda like Krampus. Yeah, Krampus. I mean, Krampus is still scary. Oh god. So, have you ever heard of Zwart Piet? Because that's a Dutch tradition. And in hindsight, it is probably very racist. Although, I guess they'll change that when they decide to change it. I haven't. Okay, so Zwart Piet, which means Black Pete. And in before, incredibly racist. So the idea was, he was sort of like Santa's right-hand man when he went out for Christmas. So, because, instead of giving kids coal, the Dutch told their children that if they misbehaved, they would be kidnapped by Santa, stuffed into a sack by Zwart Piet, and be, like, basically carried off to Spain. Because, back in the olden days of Protestants and Catholics, Spain and Netherlands were worst enemies. And to this day, if you look up ZWART Pete, you will see people dressing in blackface. And like I said, it's kind of racist.
Your oxygen reserves are dropping below statistically profitable levels.
But like a lot of, you know, racist traditions, it's something that people will eventually change. And I'm pretty sure there is already pushback in the Netherlands about it. Yeah, it's crazy. But like I said, it's one of those things where, like, it's definitely offensive, but people will change gradually as the times change. So it's one of those things where I'm like, people will change, so I'm not too concerned about it. Because, I mean, there's been a lot of racist traditions throughout the years that have changed drastically.
Oxygen reserves are critical. Affordable oxygen supplies are available for purchase at the Master Jet.
But yeah, that's the Dutch. Good old Dutch. On that note, because my family has roots in Europe, I never refer to them as grandma and grandpa. It was, if it was from my mother's side, then it was Nona and Nono, and it was from my dad's side, it would be Oma and Opa. And one thing that my parents are insisting on with their new grandkid, and like, probably not. Although, to be fair, there was lots of human trafficking back in the olden days. arguably there's still a lot of human trafficking, but like, Jesuits were known to like kidnap children in like missionary lands. Like they kidnapped kids in Japan, and that was a huge problem. How the hell do I get behind this panel? This is getting annoying now. Oh my god. What? Come on, let me in. Let me in! How the hell am I supposed to get in here? Like, this is actually legitimately puzzling me now. Yeah, learning history. Yep. Jesuits straight up used to do that. They straight up kidnapped children. And sold them into slavery in Europe because it was better to be in a European household, in their view, than to be raised by pagans. And that's exactly why, Japan isolated itself from the West, because, like, the Jesuits wouldn't stop doing that shit. And they had to, like, outlaw them. Which they're only able to do after they managed to find alternate trade routes to China, because at the time there was a trade embargo between China and Japan, and Spain was filling in the middleman role. And that's why they got away with all the Jesuit bullshit. I tell you, after so much learning about history, I begun to realize how little we've changed. Like, a lot of the same economic principles still apply to us. Like, people want something, someone can provide it, and that gives them power.
Alright, you got 5 minutes left in this shift, Cutter, before they turn the lights
And
out.
one thing I've also learned is how important commerce and trade is just in general. Like, let's go back to Japan, for example. The Portuguese were the ones to introduce firearms to Japan, but gunpowder had been invented centuries before by the Chinese. Like, just think about that. But the wheel-lock musket, that came from Europe, who borrowed the idea from cannons, which they learned from the Ottomans in the Middle East, who used, like, big-ass brass cannons to siege Constantinople and places. So, and they got, like, gunpowder from China, so, like, basically, firearms went full circle around the Eurasian continent in terms of innovation. It was like several lifetimes worth of innovation, which only came because traders brought this new technology to somewhere else. Alright, see you, Mickey. This has been a fun conversation.
Warning, tethers depleted.
Yay, no oxygen.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Now, let's see. Back to salvaging.
secured. Credits deposited.
How am I supposed to crack this open? I don't get it.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Salvage gained. Credits awarded.
So, the fuel injector... I'm assuming the fuel injector has a switch on it that I can pull.
Time to start wrapping things up.
That sounds like a reasonable assumption.
Thruster unstable. Fire hazard risk high.
Yeah. Like, how am I supposed to do this then? I don't get it. The only way I can think about doing this is by very delicately placing detonation charges, which I don't have access to yet. And that's what's aggravating me so much. How do you crack those engines open?
Hello, Shipbreaker. Please enjoy this inspirational message. The last 10% of a job takes as much energy as the first 90%, so think of what it takes to hit 110%, and aim for that.
Wait, what? Load in there. Hold on. Wait, do I have that poster? Because if I have that poster, I'm so putting on this. I already did! Okay, I'm... Never mind, I already put that poster on the bed. Guess I'm not so different than I thought I was back, like, 6 months ago. Okay, let's try this one again. Let's see. By the way, 1 second, I just have to tab out and do something quickly. There we go. Nope. This one. No idea why that had to break off, but okay.
Account credit applied. Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
You have to be careful when you're reeling these things, because you oftentimes forget just how heavy they are. And how mass works out in space. But yeah, there's literally no way to cut these engines open safely.
Secured. Credits deposited.
Wait. I did not know that was a thing. Am I discovering?
Processing
Am I making valuable discoveries?
awarded.
Hmm. How the hell are you supposed to pull these engines apart?
Cutter, don't forget your equipment durability doesn't take care of itself.
Oh, shut up.
Gear's acting up on you. Best practice is to patch it up in the half. Your tools should be working for you, not the other way around.
Let's see.
Valuable object processed. Credits
Nope,
awarded.
that's not the panel. Where is the panel? Here it is.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
I'm not gonna lie, the way these engine end pieces, these nozzles, just launch off, they scare me. Like, that is such a violent sound.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Where's the barge? There's the barge.
Caution. Tether supplies are low.
Cargo containers.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are low.
Yep. Oxygen. Man, I wish these were mackerels. Mackerels are such easy ships to salvage.
Welcome to Vintatron 9000. Have
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Ah, just getting messaged by someone. Sorry about this, folks. But I'm busy with things. Busy. Busy. Cause now that I'm back to being like a proper, well, I wouldn't say full-time, but now I'm back to streaming a lot more often. I've been trying to like take this opportunity to do a lot of things. So I'm like networking with people I haven't met before. I'm talking to artists about certain projects, which for now will remain a secret.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Which means that I have to like pause the game every now and then. I know it's not very comfortable. But yeah, hopefully I won't have to do it again.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
These engines will be the absolute bane of my existence if I can't figure out how to open them up. There's gotta be some way to do this without blowing everything up. There just has to be.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Oh boy. Hello there, Hayami. Oh boy. I think I just did something stupid. Ooh, yes, I definitely did something stupid. Please don't damage the whole engine. Come on, I need that shit.
Salvage destroyed. Avoid damaging valuables.
Well, there goes the fuel tank.
Thruster
Uh,
dangerously unstable. Proceed with caution.
Restaurant stable. Oof. Big oof. Actually, Hayami here is a good example of what I was referring to earlier about networking with people now that I'm out of college for the summer, even though it's only just the spring. Hayami here is another VTuber, one who I've very quickly come to greatly appreciate. She is definitely someone who deserves all of the love and support she can get. In fact, if you want, I don't think YouTube will allow you to, but you can try to put your link in the chat for people who want to watch. I mean, it's true. You really are someone
5 minutes left of this ship.
I have very quickly come to get, like, emotionally invested in, let's just say.
Raw material.
Like,
Credit
you're definitely someone I feel like I need to be there for and who can be there for me, you know?
Warning. Fuel levels are low.
Of course, I am at least partly talking out of my ass right now because I'm not good at talking while playing games and being consistent with what I say.
credits deposited.
I guess that's true, yeah. Actually, well, I guess you do have a YouTube account, but I'm assuming you don't stream here, like, you primarily do it on Twitch, right?
Warning. No tethers remaining. Warning. Your oxygen reserves are dropping below
Yay.
statistically profitable levels.
A single video on my channel.
Valuable object.
If you want... I mean, I know you are saving up money, but I'm always trying to be proactive with
Oxygen levels
this
stabilizing.
gig economy myself, and I always try to sell my services as an editor. It's a rage compilation. I don't have any of those, but I definitely do have compilations on my channel. In fact, I need to start working on more videos soon. Like, I need to stick to my commitment of doing 2 editing streams a week. Because when I can, like, stream it, that gives me, like, an obligation to actually do it, you know?
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
That's alright. Yeah, can't blame a guy for trying. Trying to sell my services somehow. I'm actually, hopefully, and emphasis on hopefully, I might be able to find a job this summer. Because due to certain problems, mainly due to the fact that I have no skin and I am 8'7" and deformed as all hell, it's very hard for me to find a job. So, there's actually a special caseworker I'm in contact with who could potentially help me get a job, which would be very great. I would very much enjoy it. By the way, I don't know if you talked to Rose about the possibility of the 3 of us doing something together, but I did, like, several hours ago. Apparently she can't, she probably can't make it due to financial problems, which, that's very understandable. I'm only now just barely getting my financial freedom. But yeah, I had a lovely chat with Rose earlier. I got to know her a little better. Yeah, I know the feeling. But, I mean, look at the bright side. Like, so, Iron Mouse, she is, if you know Iron Mouse, you know she is a very sickly individual. She has a very compromised immune system. She basically is bedridden 24/7, and yet she isn't she currently the most popular female streamer on Twitch? So it's like, she has made it very far even with her disability, and honestly, Hayami, I think you can make it too. I do genuinely believe that.
Valuable object processed.
I mean, just looking at your numbers, I think you're growing, I think you're going places. Yes. Winged Rose, Definitely someone I have to get into contact with more. Because... just a mom. You're more than just a mom, you're a tomboy mom with a sexy Australian accent.
Hello Shipbreaker 9346-52. Lynx would like to share the following inspirational message. Some people dream of great salvage, while other people get up every morning and make it happen.
By the way, I would highly recommend this game, Hayami. It's definitely worth it if you ask me. Trying to be hip with the kids. I'm wondering, am I able to pull down durability? What is this? Oh yeah, the rental. So there's nothing that increases the intensity of the cutting power. That aggravates me so much. So how the hell do I get those engines out without destroying the ship?
Hey, Dee Dee. What's it like to work with animals? I always wanted to get into it.
It's tough work, kiddo.
Harder than shipbreaking?
Well, no. But, well, it's just different, I guess. Nothing quite like wrestling a calf. Ah, that's so cool. Yours doesn't get fresh meat, just the fake stuff.
Yeah, even on Earth, it's only really for rich people.
Mr. Tucker, the owner, was about as useful as a steering wheel on a mule. No clue how to run a ranch. Was mostly my family keeping things going, but Tucker cut corners too much. Raising cattle on Mars is just a damn tricky thing. So we ended up struggling to even keep them alive.
That sounds fascinating. And also a little sad.
Sure wasn't pleasant near the end, kiddo.
By the way, Hayami, are you, assuming you're still here, because I don't know, I can't see, are you streaming soon? Because I might swing by if that's the case. I might swing by. At the same time, though, I also wanted to... there we go, get stable. There we go. At the same time, though, I also wanted to, stop by my V-sister Anna. Actually, I made a tweet earlier today. Apparently, she accounts for 1%. Like, 1% of my viewer base is just... Oh, shit. Whoa, okay, that was scary. Let's pretend that never happened. Yeah, my V-sister counts for like 1.6% of my viewer base, and I know this because 1.6% is from Puerto Rico, and she's the only individual I know from Puerto Rico.
Warning. Fuel levels are critical. Return to the master jet to purchase supplies.
But yeah, I try to support her too whenever I can. And something tells me that if she were to discover you, she would immediately simp for you, like hard.
Welcome to Vindatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase.
Fuel levels restored.
Also, she also got a new model recently, and it is gorgeous. And it actually has me jealous, I'm not gonna lie. It's her 3.0 model, and, like, you have to see for yourself.
Thruster fuel system unstable.
I guess this is the only way I can think of. I don't know. Again, Anna is a very cultured individual, so I'm sure that if she takes one look at you, she'll immediately say yes. Just talk to my family and give them the love.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
See, and that's kind of what you need. Like, and I don't say this as much as I used to anymore, but I do allow trauma dumping in my stream because I want to be that friend. Oh boy. Like Spike. I'm scared. Oh! Well, fuel tank blew up. Seriously, how the hell am I supposed to open this without damaging anything? Oh, that's not... Believe me when I say, the damage in this game can be way worse. You don't know how bad it is until you accidentally depressurize a ship, cause a massive fuel explosion, and damage the reactor all at the same time. Like, at that point, like, you're experiencing a few seconds of lag as the game processes all the physics of the damage you just caused. Again, I would highly recommend this game, Hayami. It's very fun. It's chill until it's not. That's the way I describe it. It's, in most cases, very chill, but then there's that moment where it's not.
Tethers restored.
Yeah, he might be, honestly. Like, it's a really cool space game. It involves, like, a lot of... Like, the objects that you're holding have actual mass, and if you're not careful when you try to pull them, they could, like, pull right into you and smash your helmet. Like, it's happened to me before, and it's something I always have to be aware of. Plus, this game, as you can tell, has an amazing soundtrack.
Material deposited.
Oh, this one's trying to fight. No, 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 no. No, you're not going in there. You're not going in the furnace. Screw you, you're not going in the furnace. No. No! I'm using up all my tethers here, holy shit.
Warning. Tethers depleted.
Oh, you piece of shit. Fuck you. Ugh, there goes all my tethers.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Have a nice day.
You piece of shit furnace. God. The only thing that's worse is when you accidentally drift towards the furnace. That's, like, I've legit screamed like a girl trying to fight against the tractor beam of the furnace.
Object accepted.
That shit's scary.
Credit deposited.
I wonder, Hayami, do you do much horror game streams?
Material processed. Credits deposited.
Tartarus. Funny. But yeah, do you ever play horror games, or is that like off the table for you?
Valuable object. Credits
Because I could certainly recommend a good few horror games to you. I play some horror games. That's good. It's not a genre I have thoroughly... I can't handle the jump scares. Yeah, that's understandable. Actually, there's a game that came out...
valuable object processed. Credits
Because not all horror is jump scares, and there's like... there's this one very interesting indie game developer. And I think he recently released his first, like, hour-long game, because they're usually, like, 15 minutes long. I forget the guy's name. All I know is that, the games he made are things like Discover My Body, which is not nearly as sexual as it sounds. And I think Water Womb World was the other, and I think he made a third game. But they're all these, like, incredibly, like, they don't have... Oh, yeah, you heard that guy, Yamis. Yeah, because he recently came out with a game. I saw Markiplier play those. Yeah, those are, like... I forgot to check if that was depressurized. Yeah, so... And here's the reactor. He recently came out with one. It's called Growing Grandpa. And I'm in the middle of watching a playthrough of it. And it's like an hour long, when the games are usually very short. So, like, it's gotta be interesting. And if you don't like jump scares, Yamis games are probably for the best. Oh, absolutely not. If you want to come and chat, please, by all means. In fact, you'd be making my day if you came and chat every now and then.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Alright, at least the reactor for this is pretty easy to get rid of.
Alright, Cutter, you got 5 minutes left of this shift before they turn the lights out on you.
Nice.
Pitter patter. Weaver out.
Yeah, I don't mind at all. If anything, having someone here to chat with makes it all so much more worth it. You'd really be doing me a favor, honestly. After all, a streamer's lifeblood lives and dies on his or her audience. Check Discord. What's going on in Discord? Oh! I didn't even notice!
Hello, my dear.
Hello. Yes, this is Hayami, everyone.
I am happy to be here, thank you.
And I'm happy to have you here. Like, this is unexpected, but welcome.
Yes, I just thought typing all the time would just flood your chat a bit, so...
I mean...
I'll just be the typical mum and go... Are you doing anything wrong in there, dear?
To be fair, though, my chat's usually very inactive. I've been doing this for almost a year. My anniversary's on the 4th of May. I need to get oxygen now. But, my chat is usually I get, like, one active person a stream in chat.
Well, I've let everyone know in the Discord that you're streaming, so hopefully you'll get some more sometime.
Oh my god. Okay. Wow. Thank you.
I'm not just a mum in name only, you know.
Processing value.
My eyes are actually watering a bit, not gonna lie. Honestly, even with some of my friends in the VTuber community, I don't think a lot of them do, like, actively go the extra mile for someone like me.
Oh, come now. The fact was, the other night you decided, even though I was a complete mess, and you heard me, I was such a mess. You still spoke to me.
Yeah, I actually want to avoid talking about it because I didn't know how you wanted to handle it.
Yeah, that's alright, I'm fine.
Yeah, if you want to talk about it, you go ahead and talk about it. I just didn't want to say anything for you.
Yeah, that's fine. It was just a really bad night, and some really bad memories came up, and we'll just
Yeah,
leave it at
and
that.
anxiety. It's interesting. Like, I think right around the time I first started college, I ended up getting, and this is kind of a sign of how old I am. I got a Skype message from someone I hadn't
Oh,
spoken.
Sky.
Yes, from someone I hadn't spoken to in a long time. Turns out, she attempted suicide.
Oh, yeah. I know that feeling. I've lost 2 people in my life to such, and I almost lost another cousin to it.
Yeah, so this was someone who I wasn't really that close to. I knew them in high school, but I wasn't close to them. She still just straight up called me, and she was pouring her eyes out, saying she may never wear high heels again because she tried to jump off a bridge, and she landed on concrete.
Youch!
Yeah.
I know.
And
I somewhat know that feeling because I did fracture my shin bones as a child.
ooh. Yeah.
But
So, and I was there, like, I wasn't even expecting this conversation, and I think I was there for a good hour or two talking to her, and I think that was the first time I basically became someone's sort of budget therapist.
budget therapist.
That's
I
what...
think I think that's what everyone calls me when they don't want to call me mum.
I mean, when you think about it, sometimes you don't even really need a therapist, you just need someone to talk to, someone who can listen and offer sober advice. And I did that with this girl, and this wouldn't be the last time I do this. With Enna, for example, my V-sister, she came to me very stressed because she wanted to sort of confess to someone she loved. And wanted my second opinion, and I gave it to her. And what I said was, I basically went through the same kind of thing that my exposure therapist told me, which was, well, let's look at the worst case scenario of what happens, just to rationalize it. Turns out that Anna did confess. It didn't go very well. In fact, it went very messy. More messy than I thought it ever could, based on her description. But at the same time, I was there, like, the next day with her. I could hear her. She sounded like she was crying well, she had been crying a lot. She just calmed down. And again, I spent another hour or two just talking to her, making sure she was okay, and... This is very much like a recurring theme in my life, where I'm just there to talk to someone like that, you know?
Warning Shipbreaker.
You just
Your
need
allocated
someone
shift
to be
time
that
will be
listening
commencing
ear
shortly.
sometimes. That's what I try to be in my streams. I had the same experience where someone I didn't know actually asked me for relationship advice. It was one of my chat. They were absolutely lovely to talk to, and it was just the fact that they wanted someone who they could talk to about it, because it was like they were in competition with their best friend for the same guy, and I'm just like, if he goes for you, that's good. If not, then he wasn't meant for you. You know? People have a tendency to gravitate towards those that they feel they can be with for the rest of their lives. And then, well, like myself, life can kick you in the face and shove sand up your crotch, and you'll find out that they're an absolute piece of shit.
Yeah. But...
Well,
actually, I have to ask, have you ever seen The Midnight Gospel?
nope.
Oh, that is a show you need to watch. That is a show you need to watch. And there's especially one episode that you're reminding me of right now. I forget the name of the episode, but it had to do with There was one very specific quote. It was something along the lines of, you set your mind on something, and it's like the universe sort of pulls everything together. You start alone, and it's like you start to gravitate towards a friend group, and you will build a friend group, one way or another. I'm not doing the episode justice at all.
Fact is, you'll always know who your real friends are once they come up.
You know,
So,
it's interesting that you say that, and I don't think I've ever said this on stream before, but there have been some very traumatic times since becoming a VTuber where I thought another streamer was my friend, and I was so eager to, like, do stuff with them, but then they suddenly bailed on me, and in a lot of cases without even explaining anything to me, like, literally just ghosted me one day, or blocked me, and that kind of stuff is really traumatizing, because there's no closure.
You don't know what they're really thinking. Yeah.
Like, that kind of stuff gives me social anxiety, and I felt it especially when I first started talking to you as well. I was scared of what the response would be.
and then you just saw, hello, my dear, how are you going?
Yeah, and that just, like, it did fill me with this sense of hope, but I don't think it was until I saw your stream later that day, and you were talking about how you had someone pass in your family, and you were talking a lot about yourself, and I saw a lot of myself in you, and that's when I felt like I found someone I can be comfortable around.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's what I try to be, really.
You said you have autism too, correct?
I'm on the spectrum, yes, high functioning.
Yep, same. Because over the past year, I've begun to realize that, and I've said this before, people with autism can be some of the most real people. Would you agree?
Yeah. We don't pull punches.
Yeah, like, because with autism, you have to have, like, a lot of clear, like, things very clearly stated to you, and you say things a lot.
Oh yeah, be specific, otherwise I won't understand what you're trying to get.
Yeah, like, because it's so hard to understand social cues, you have to, like, someone who has to interact with you has to be able to open up to you. But it also goes both ways. I find that, like, I have to be completely honest with other people because I don't know how to express it any other way. And it made me realize people with autism are the most genuine people, and I don't even believe people with autism.
Yeet it to the earth, I see. Yeet.
Yeah, it's like they don't hide behind like some sort of mask of social norms. They are someone who you can be comfortable around. Like, there's no ambiguity, there's no anxiety around people with autism because you know they will tell you straight up if they're uncomfortable, and if not, they won't say anything. It feels very clear and very certain, and that's something I've begun to appreciate about myself.
Though, at the same time, because I am a female with autism, it's that I guess it's fronting that I do, not exactly hiding.
Fronting?
Fronting is just basically where I'll put up a facade of just me being okay in order to make sure no one else knows that.
I don't think that's an autism thing. I think that's just something that's so common with, like... Actually, I don't even know how old you are. I was gonna say our generation.
I'm 29, so it's fine.
Okay, so technically we're in two different generations. But...
Yes, I'm old.
not as old as my sister.
My birthday is 12th of June this year, actually. So I'm
Hmm.
gonna be 30. I've lived 1/3 of my life and haven't achieved anything.
Welcome
I would say that.
1000. Thank you for your purchase.
No, really, I think me becoming a VTuber has actually been my biggest accomplishment.
I think
I
so too. I feel like I have grown and matured socially since I started doing this.
It's just mainly that, like, well, I've had sometimes where it's like I'll get the occasional hate mail, or even like what happened the other night, where it's like I was so close to just quitting because of people like that. But then all the good people in my community just come together, and I'm just like, okay, maybe I shouldn't quit. Otherwise, I'm gonna be, I'm not only gonna be letting myself down, but I'm gonna be letting down everyone who watches my streams, and well, they're gonna miss their stream mum.
Exactly. I feel like I was going somewhere with this, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, about hiding behind a facade. I feel like that's not an autism thing. I think that's just a thing with people of like millennial and Z generation, of just pretending you're fine when really you're not. Like,
Yeah, my doctors just said that, because you're a female with autism, you'll front a lot more. And I'm like, fronting? That's the exact description. They said that with females on the spectrum, it's a lot easier to misdiagnose because of the fact that we are able to hide it a lot better than males on the spectrum. I'm not trying to discount males on the spectrum at all. It's just what the doctors told me. And,
that's
yeah,
interesting. Although, here's an idea. Maybe being a VTuber is a form of fronting, would you say?
well, yeah, though it's quite funny. People are like, "Oh, I love your design. Your design's so cool," and I'm just like, it's literally just me. Like, my VTuber design is based on what I look like in real life.
Honestly, mine is too.
Aside from my outfit, of course. But you get my point.
I mean, yeah, but then again, people like the cleavage. This is,
Yes, everyone loves to see a little boobar.
does that mean that you are in real life a tomboy?
Yep.
Amazing. That also means your I guess you would say boyfriend is partner, because I didn't want to say fiance, but it seems like it.
Oh, don't say that. What if he's watching? I still haven't done it yet. Let's see. It's Sunday now, so he's most likely at work. So we're off the hook. He hasn't.
I mean, it's Sunday your time. It's still Saturday here.
Yeah, so he's most likely at work.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm just like, oh shit, what if he's watching? Remember, I haven't even done that yet.
You want me to unlist the stream?
Nah, it's alright.
But yeah, he's definitely lucky. He gets an IRL autistic tomboy. Like, that's a dream. That's a dream.
Oh, come on. The fact is that, like, we both, he too is actually on the spectrum, but, he's ADHD. So, that's why we're able to get each other so well.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel like I can only date people with autism as well. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, you know the whole clown-to-clown communication meme?
Yes.
It's like, that's how I feel.
I was, yeah. And the, other thing too is that while he may be the man in the relationship, I'm the one with the whip.
and that's good.
I mean, if you saw on my Twitter, I posted a pic of like it's just what our VTubers do in daily life, and it's just like during the first few weeks while we were dating, he dressed up as a cat boy in the cat lingerie, and I'm just like, I don't know how to process this.
Game's starting again, and I'm scared. I mean, does he look good in a dress?
He does. He looks so damn good in a skirt.
So he can like straight up pull off a proper femboy look?
Yes.
Damn.
And he has several times. I've gotten him to wear a maid outfit as well.
So we got tomboy plus femboy. Oh my god. Like that sounds like such an amazing power couple. Tomboy plus femboy.
Yes, and like he's absolutely brand new to VTubing, so that's another thing too. He did do an Elden Rings stream, but
oh, so he streams as well?
Yes, he doesn't stream as often since he does have a real life job.
Hmm. Well, who knows? Maybe you can make this a job.
Yes. I'm hoping to make this a job as well, so that then my carers can get off my neck about me finding a real life job. I've tried so damn hard to get a real life job, but no one wants to hire me because I'm too fucking slow.
Yeah, I understand that.
Pardon my goddamn fucking swearing, but I don't give a fuck.
Oh god, so my first job when I was 16 was a dishwasher, and it was the worst experience of my life. It's like, hey, let's give the kid with autism, anxiety, and ADD an incredibly high stressful job. Also, we're going to make him the only dishwasher in the kitchen. Also, we're going to put him in on a Saturday. Also, it's going to be summer.
Yes. My first job was when I was, I think, 18. And I worked at Hungry Jack's as the cleaner. Now, Hungry Jack's is what Burger King is here in Australia, because lo and behold, when they came to Australia to open up business, there was already a place called Burger King. So they had to change the name in order to be able to do business here.
Wow, that's hilarious.
Yep. But yeah, I worked at the Hungry Jack's down the road from where I live, and I was harassed pretty much. The staff there would constantly give me shit for like having a boyfriend at the time. They would I guess because this is YouTube, I'm going to just say SH me all the time. And all I was trying to do was my job.
Yeah, thankfully I'm working with someone. I was able to get into contact with someone about this stuff. Although I'm told that I'm a really challenging case. So, oh boy.
Lovely! Just lovely. Well, at least with streaming, it's a bit of catharsis.
Yeah, still, if there's one thing I've learned from, like, big streamers is that, one, it doesn't pay that much. Two, you're sacrificing, like, instead of, like, sacrificing, like, physical health or something, you're really just sacrificing your mental health and your mental fortitude, and, like, I've seen streamers do, like, 24-hour endurance streams, and I'm like, that is not healthy. Like, that's how you get Alzheimer's.
Yeah. I want to try and do a 24-hour stream at some point, but it's just like I don't have a sleeping screen, and so people get annoyed at me when I have my Be Right Back screen on for an hour, and I'm like, I don't have a screen where it says I'm sleeping. I'm sorry.
You know what you should do? You should just make some, like, really shitty MS Paint screen.
God, it would be absolutely horrendous because I'm terrible at drawing. That's
Well,
why I'm a writer.
that's the point. It's an MS Paint screen. It's supposed to be shitty. It's, like, supposed to be, like, really low quality. I've thought about doing that myself.
Just,
Hello,
I'm sorry, but I
Shipbreaker.
don't
Overnight
don't have
genetic
anything
backup
better to
complete.
have this
Pattern
piece of
deviation
shit.
nominal.
Like,
Have a good day.
if you're gonna be... If, like, you're unskilled at doing stuff like that, you should just own it and make it very shitposty. I feel like that's what you need to do. Actually, it's funny that you were talking about stuff like this, like just all the topics we have been, because one of the things that I was intrigued by when I first found you on Twitter, was that you talked about doing a sort of talk show thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know, apparently it's only happening in July, or that's when it's starting.
That's perfectly fine. It's just I've got a lot of things to prepare for the VTuber talk show, like getting a proper overlay for that particular thing. Get it. Although I guess I could just do it in my lounge room setup, like I've been doing.
I should really repair this cutter. But no, what I wanted to talk about was, that was something that I saw and I want to leap right into because I love doing those kinds of things. In fact, if you dig far enough in my channel, you'll find I do this really dumb gimmicky thing called the Raftcast, where it's me and a VTuber guest. We play Raft, which is a pretty chill survival crafting game, and we just talk.
And yet I've seen Markiplier play it with his friends, and he gets so pissed off. I love it.
It can be really stressful when you start playing, but I just found that after my first Raft stream with my V-brother Gothzapper, like, we jumped around so many topics. Like, we started talking about history, the video game industry, VTubers, politics, and I'm like, my god, I should turn this into a podcast, and I did. And it's weird, it's like, it's this weird sort of, I don't know, maybe I should, like, do my own version of the Joe Rogan. Like, specifically for VTubers. But, that's exactly what this feels like right now, honestly, you and this call, and us talking about these kinds of things. Like, what topics did we go through? We went through, autism and how it's like to live with autism and finding a job. We talked a little bit about you. Not too much. Though I don't know how comfortable you are with that. But this is the kind of thing that I've been looking forward to, and I hope to do with you at some point in the future officially, is these kinds of podcast things, or like a talk show.
Yeah, I just enjoy talking to people, and I just want to see what other VTubers are like. I mean, I've had a lot of good interest. Like, there's another VTuber that I know, Skylar. He's really nice and very cute, because it's like every time I go to his streams and he sees me in the chat, it's like, "Hi, Mom." And she's like, "Oh my god, you're adorable." Ah.
That does sound very adorable. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of VTubers that I have sort of, in a sense, fallen in love with. I guess Anna is definitely one of those. Like, I looked at her immediately, I'm like, goth girl, neurons activated. Oh, and you know what the best part about Anna is? Not only does she have the goth motif going, now it's more of a punk motif, but she's also got, like, that sort of, she sounds like Raven from Teen Titans, almost.
Oh, that sounds so cool.
But because she's from Puerto Rico, she has this accent, which So imagine Raven, but with a touch of like East Coast United States, like Jersey or New York. Like, and that just, it just works so well in such a weird way. And yeah, she's actually streaming right now. And I was thinking about raiding her, but you said you were going to stream today, right?
I'm going to be streaming later on today, so it's not. It isn't. It isn't going to be now. Enunciate, lady.
I don't know, but for some reason that one phrase there, that was just pure autism. I don't know why. It just radiates. It radiates puzzle piece energy.
It's like whenever I make a mistake in my speech, you'll hear me do that. It's like either enunciate, lady, or English. Do you know it?
Call me Roy G. Biv because I am visibly on the spectrum. I swear, like, some people are just gonna go, like, if I ever do become a bigger VTuber and I start getting fan art, people are gonna start drawing me having my autistic rages. It's just like, you fucking what, mate? Yeah, Oh, there we go. My Aussie accent now it really shines through when I get pissed off. Yeah, like, I've actually, only once have I received fan art, and I treasure it. It is, like, it's just such an amazing moment to get fan art for the first time. Yeah, when you get fan art, it's like, a real honor. And, like, I went on to... Oh, continue, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, it's like, it's a tangible, like, it's just... It's one thing for people to say that they care about you, but when you start to receive fan art, it's like something tangible. It's like proof. It's like when Columbus, desperate for finding land, finds like a bush floating in the ocean, which was the clear sign that land was somewhere near. It's like, there's your proof that we're not gonna go off the edge of the world. It's like, that's what fan art feels. It's like that tangible bit of, there are indeed people who care. There are indeed people who like you and would be, like, sad if you left, so you're obligated to do this. But anyways. I went on to someone's post where it's like, oh, I'll draw doodles of you on stream, and so I put myself on, and it's just like, nope, you're not getting a doodle. Like, okay. That's interesting. You're getting a fully rendered piece, and I'm just like, okay. Yep, there's the curveball. There's the catch. I'm just like, thank you. That actually is very sweet. It means a lot. Yep. And I think the way they worded it, I'm like, oh, they probably don't like my design. Then I'm sorry, I'm so plain. And then it's just like, you're getting a fully rendered art piece because your design is. I think I have the opposite problem. I think, like, I intimidate a lot of artists. Well, I have a feeling that the skinless thing may be a bit hard to do. Oh, that's not the... Have I ever shown you my full model? No. Okay. Full model reveal time. Okay, where do I find... Here it is. Prepare. Okay. Oh! It's a knuckle-a-V! So you know! You know! Not a lot of people know. Yes. Not a lot of people know. I am a big lore buff, so that's why I know. Yes. To my knowledge, I'm the only knuckle-a-V VTuber out there. Oh my god. The only problem is you can't cross fresh water. That's a myth. Well, I mean, you are a myth in some respects. I mean, yeah, we don't like to make ourselves known.
Until you find like someone who is a genuinely evil person, and you go after them to, I think it was to either eat their bones or take their skin. I can't remember entirely.
I don't recall anything about eating skin. You might be confused them with the boo hag, which is another skinless monster. No, we mainly just cause famine, and it's more of a necessity than anything else. But yeah, the freshwater thing, like, that's... So that just comes from, like, because rivers are natural boundaries, right?
Yep.
So it's a way of saying don't cross the river, don't go beyond this boundary of our town.
Yep.
And to an extent, Knuckle V do that. Like, the reason why we take the form we do when we go on land is because it serves as a disguise. Like, picture, like...
It's a dark night, and you're out on
Yep.
the road.
Yep, 1300s, like, 1300s, like, a night illuminated by full moon, you see a shadow of a silhouette of a man on a horse. On the other side of the river, you're gonna stay away. But, like, it can...
Sometimes it's like you're like trying to see just who it is in case it's someone you know, and so you go over to it, and that's
Yeah, and that's usually when we get... That's usually when we get spotted, and that's where a lot of the myths come from. It's like, we're not evil. It's just... We're just horrifying. We just look unbelievably horrifying.
And besides, you only really hunt down people who are genuinely bad people.
To my knowledge, my family's never hunted anyone down. It's just, we just suck crops. That's all we do, we cause famine.
Yeah. Though, now that you know about my ex, you're probably gonna be like, he'd better not meet me.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah. I mean, I'm learning self-defense, so I never put myself in that position ever again.
That's good. You're actually the second person I know who learned self-defense because of a very traumatic relationship.
Yep.
The other person I know I've also become sort of emotionally attached to. I guess I have like a soft spot for people who are, forgive me for saying this, I guess abandoned is one way to put it.
It's not really that I was abandoned, because I take full responsibility. I cheated on my ex. Emotionally, because the person I cheated on him with is actually my current partner. But the thing was, after nearly 10 years of suffering constant abuse from that man,
Fuel supplies are available for purchase
when
at the Master Jet.
Charles came into my life and actually showed me what real love was, I was like, I'm being taken advantage of here. Anyways, I really shouldn't talk so much about that, because it's like, he still has a hold on me if that's the case.
If you don't feel comfortable talking about it, you do not have to. I'm not going to stop you, but...
It's not that I feel uncomfortable about it, it's just, as Charles and my sibling have told me all the time, if you talk about it, then that means he's still got a hold on you. And that means you haven't fully healed.
I wouldn't say that's entirely true. I think at a certain point it can become possible to talk about, but it's only after you feel like it's comfortable and you're talking about it casually and not in an obsessive way.
Yeah. So I'm just like trying my best not to mention him so much, since it does get upsetting with some of the subject matter anyways.
Still, if you don't feel comfortable talking about it, you don't think it's time to talk about it, you do not have to. I'm just glad you're doing so fine, and especially in this conversation, you definitely seem to be very light and vibrant, and that's nice to see. That makes me happy to know that you're happy.
I wish that you could have heard me under better circumstances. But you know, life doesn't really give you that option.
I mean, nearing the end of that Discord call we had the other day, I could, like, distinctly hear your mood getting a lot better, and that just put a smile on my face, just knowing that you were getting better.
Well, that's the thing. I don't treat my my community as just a number. I honestly and genuinely think of you all as family. Even if I've never met any of you before.
Honestly, my best friends, I have never seen their face before. Like, even before becoming a VTuber, when I used to be a dungeon well, I still am a dungeon master, but back in the old days when that's all I did, there were two guys in particular who were all, every week they always came. Not everyone was able to do that, they did. And I said, you two are invited to my wedding if I ever get married. And it's like, they're from Ireland and the UK, but I don't care. You're still invited.
That's actually what I said with like some of my closest friends, and I'll say it here right now. For any of you who I've become close with in the community, that includes you, Grim.
I would be honored. I would be so honored.
You would all be invited to my wedding, should I ever get married.
If you want, I can private the stream.
No, you don't have to. Don't have to. Besides, with my, I'm just gonna call him Subby. Yes, I'm going Dommy Mommy here. That's just how I am with my beloved Charles. He's an absolute sweetheart, and I do plan on the big thing later down the
Cutter
line.
9346-52. Your sleep period is now over.
He not only saved
Have a
me
great
from
day.
a terrible experience that could have ended my life sooner than it should be, but I'm just genuinely able to smile when I talk to him, and that's something that I hardly ever get to do in real life.
And that is beautiful. It really is.
You know that you're with someone that is meant for you when you can just genuinely smile, just at the thought of them, really.
Indeed. And I do. Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, it's just I just feel like the luckiest woman in the whole world. Just
well, you've had a big, long stream of bad luck. It's about time you get some good luck coming your way. Statistically, you have nothing but good things ahead of you.
Well, that's just tongue work. That's statistics. I mean, come on. I have trouble with tongue twisters, but this is just normal speech.
I don't have enough people words to make it understand you the way it understands me.
I cannot do the English well. But I do some very good accents. Like, I'm trying to do a Russian accent. Does it sound Russian, or does it just sound really bad?
Oh god. Oh god. Please don't. Please. I'm begging you, don't do that again.
Why?
Because there's only so much cringe my face can take before it implodes.
So my Russian accent is really terrible. Thank you.
I so want to collab with you at some point in the future, whenever you're free, please.
I'm free most days. I mean, right now it's the Easter long weekend, so
yep.
I don't have choir. Oh, that reminds me.
Oh, you got a choir?
Yes, I'm part of Queensland's oldest choir. It's celebrating its 150th year on the 8th of May.
Cool.
I'm hoping to be able to do a performance stream there, so you'll get to hear me in my second soprano position at the big event.
Cool.
I can sing pretty damn high. But
Have
I'm
you
not the
have you ever
first.
done a karaoke stream?
I've done a few.
I if I ever get like a consistent and stable size of a fan base, I want to do a karaoke stream, and I want to do sea shanties.
Salvage secured. Account
Oh my
credit
god, sea shanties, yes! I would always sing along to them in Assassin's Creed Rogue.
applied. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
You mean Black Flag?
Oh, the New York girls. I can't really remember the rest of it.
Oh, I know some straight up by heart. Like let me think. Northwest Passage, I have almost completely nailed down. Bones in the Ocean is a masterpiece. What other shanties do I know? Because like I can't think of them. Think about it right off the top of my head. Santiano.
Salvage
That was
deposit
another good
accepted.
sea shanty.
Credits transferred.
Anyways, so how long until you stream? Because I might be able to stay awake for it.
Thing is that I am going to
Salvage secured.
most likely
Account
stream
credit
with Rose
applied.
again, in about 4 hours.
Oh, no, I mean just to watch.
Yeah, like I said, I'm going to be doing another collab with her sometime in about 4 hours. Because
Yeah.
when it comes to my streams now, I have a tendency to stream whenever my guests are able to. Because I like to support my fellow VTubers, and I feel it's a lot more.
And I would appreciate that because I'm pretty sure we're at almost completely opposite time zones.
Yeah,
In fact, if I understand it correctly, I will be well and truly passed out by the time that you start streaming.
yeah, I am. It's currently 12:18 p.m. here, so it's just past midday.
It's almost midnight here.
And then, like, when I stream with Rose,
Salvage
I'm
deposit accepted. Credits
it's
transferred.
usually around like 6 o'clock my 4 to 6 o'clock my time. But then ever since I became a VTuber, my sleep schedule has changed again. I don't sleep until like 1 a.m.
Valuable
I will.
processed.
I do want to, before, because I don't know how long we're doing this, but I wanted to make it clear before this whole stream ends and we have to say goodnight. Your whole VTuber Talks show thing, I think that is an amazing idea. Please do it. Because one thing I've learned about being a VTuber is, one, networking really helps. I find that I usually grow more right after a collab, especially with someone I've never collabed with before. So doing this can expose you to so many people, and it can expose so many people to you and to other VTubers whom you have on your show. I think it is such a wonderful idea, and like you said, you have no job and you have a flexible schedule that can work with anyone at any time. It sounds like such an amazing idea. Go for it.
Warning. Fuel
I
levels are
basically just
critical.
go, okay, so my next guest will be at this time. Okay, I just have to stay awake. Good. I'm gonna drink some Coke. That was funny. I have, because of the fact that I have a soft drink addiction. Yes, I'm owning it. I have a soft drink addiction. I don't give a shit. But because of that, I actually make a joke out of it, where I say to someone whom has never heard the joke before, oh, you know, I've got a Coke addiction, and they're like, what? And then I take out a bottle of Coke out of my bag. And the look on their face is just priceless.
That legitimately sounds like something I'd do in real life. Like,
I'm just a shit stirrer and
oh yeah, I know what it means to be like that. Like,
and I'm just, I absolutely love it because then it's just like how many people can I rile up today? Because although it's like I shouldn't really rile people up since when I get riled up, I can go one of two ways. I'll either get angry or well, I'll become a complete mess.
yeah, I've had to teach myself how to be a lot more respectful. I don't know when I started doing that, but at a certain point, I just realized I need to grow up. And, like, stop being the creepy kid, even though it's fun. It's fun to be a creep.
'Cause I'm a creep. However that song goes.
Which song is that?
Earlock pressure levels
Creep.
increasing.
By I think it's Radiohead.
No?
Did you know that the lead singer of that band actually hates the song with a passion?
I can believe that. I can believe that. Absolutely.
It's the same with Oasis and Wonderwall. Lead singer absolutely despises the song.
Who's the...
Earlock
I'm
pressure
not
levels
good with,
dropping.
names. Who's the guy who plays Mr. Bean? Because he hates that role. Because that's all he's
Rowan
known for.
Atkinson.
Yeah, he hates that role because that's basically all he's known for.
Yeah, it's
Harrison
it's,
Ford hates Han Solo because, like... And he was glad his character...
typecast again.
Huh?
He's been typecast yet again.
Yeah, and he hates that character and he's glad Solo is dead, canonically. He's like, good, I don't have to do this anymore. But yeah, and to bring out a really completely different case, Kalashnikov hated the AK-47. Because later on in his life, he began to realize it was being exported. And he was like... Jesus Christ. And he began to realize that his weapon he made to defend his homeland is now being used by, like, insurgents, pirates, and all this stuff. And near the end of his life, he felt this tremendous amount of guilt towards the weapon he made.
It's just like some of the most famous songs have been hated by the people who perform them.
Yeah, like Hall of the Mountain King. You know that
Hall of the
one?
Mountain King.
Da na 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 na.
Yep.
Da na 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 na.
I
Yeah.
had to play that in high school, so I remember parts of it. I hated playing it because, well, I was a French hornist.
Yeah.
Let's just say this: I was sat in front of the trumpets, so you can guess what I was going through.
I can't because I've never been in band class. But I do know that the guy who made that, the composer, there was actually supposed to be certain undertones to that song related to, like, the climate of the time. And it was intended to be kind of a shitpost, as I understand it. Like, it was intended to be something that no one was supposed to like. It was supposed to be a big middle finger, which is why it aggravated him that people kept clapping. It's like, you're not supposed to like this. You're supposed to be pissed off.
You're not supposed to like this piece of shit.
And yet people liked it.
And now, like, millions of people play it around the world, and it tortures millions of children in band class.
Yep.
Vanilla. Banana. Oh, kitty. I am a cat person.
I unfortunately am not.
Like, I don't mind dogs, it's just, dogs have a tendency to slobber, and I can't stand.
Depends on the breed.
I can't stand like slimy things in bodily fluids, so I get violently ill.
It depends on the dog, cause my sister has 2 beagles who we affectionately refer to as Dumb and Dumber. One of them will. You understand, these dogs are the stupidest dogs ever, and like we are a dog family. We've had plenty of dogs. We can attest these are the stupidest dogs ever. In fact, one of them was actually declared legally dead, or like clinically dead for like a few moments.
Carbon dioxide can cause
So,
damage.
they're beagles, which means that they're typically like a very classic dog breed, which means they're oftentimes used to help veterinarians in education.
Yep.
So, the girl, she was under anesthetic and her heart stopped for a few moments. And that's when they decided to pull her out and adopt her out. And we joke that she has brain damage because she had a lack of oxygen. And sometimes I wonder if it's really true, because, my god, she has done some really stupid things. Like, she has jumped on the pool solar blanket before.
I mean,
Like-
the sad thing is, with my parents going back to Thailand, we have to give up the family dog.
Wait, going back to Thailand? Your family's from Thailand?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, if anyone here is, in Brisbane, and wants to take in a beautiful,
Salvage secured.
purebred border collie, he's about 9 years old. Please, otherwise he's going to the shelter on the 8th of May.
You know what?
And
You should probably mention that to your audience later today.
yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. It's just, yeah, my dad was originally going to take him with him, but then certain things
Salvage
happened,
deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
and now he's unable to. Oh,
My
look at that! We've got someone who says that first
Oh.
game where I found my favorite streamer.
yeah, Flet. He's one of my oldest regulars, and thank you for being here. This is Hayami, someone I met recently and who I'm having a blast with right now.
Oh, come now, that's too much.
You really are fun to be with. Like, this has been a fun conversation, and going back to that, my brother found his familiar in a very specific situation, and I do stress familiar because holy shit, that dog orbits him like a satellite. He's this mutt who's got a primarily German Shepherd, and we thought Shiba. Apparently he's got everything but Shiba. We're talking Australian cattle dog and even pug. Which, I guess if you look at his big googly eyes, you can kind of see the pug. All I know is that that dog has the most cutest of smiles. But he was also a dog that was abandoned, like, out of PetSmart. I don't know if you have those in Australia.
I guess the closest thing would be a pet barn.
Maybe. It's like a walk-in, like, pet store, but you can bring your pets in, and there's also, like, a groomer.
Yeah, pet barn.
Yeah.
Though with pet barn, they actually, here in Australia, they work with shelters to adopt out animals, so you are fine.
I
to leave
think
your
you can...
animals at a
I
pet barn.
actually think you can buy pets from there, too. Who knows? It might just be the same thing with Burger Jack.
Hungry Jacks.
Hung-
Yeah.
Hungry Jacks, that's what it's... Oh, God.
I don't know where they got that name from. I've
They-
worked there for a year.
I guarantee you it was just pulled out of their ass.
Salvage
Most likely.
credit applied.
But yeah, so my brother, who at the time was dating this girl who worked at a humane shelter, and they were left with this dog who was just abandoned at the groomer by a bunch of scumbags.
Yeah.
This dog, as it turns out, has abandonment issues, prone to anxiety, and is even susceptible to seizures.
When left left alone. Oh dear.
Well, not anymore. My brother definitely has a good relationship with this animal, but yeah, so because of this, his then girlfriend at the time decided against the rules to take this dog with her. So, for a few weeks, my brother had this dog around, which he grew so attached to. And then the day finally came. He wasn't getting adopted out. He was gonna be put down, and I remember I was on a camping trip with my parents when he called, and I asked my mom to give me the phone, and I said to him, "You know exactly what you have to do," because like he was hesitant because of how expensive a dog can be, especially a dog of this size. And I said, "You know exactly what you have to do, and if you don't do it, not only are you gonna regret it, but I'm gonna kick your ass."
I'm gonna fucking wreck you if you don't.
And ever since then, he has had this dog in his life, who he has become so intimate with. I'm not joking when saying it is his familiar. It really is.
You're just like, this dog has become his child. I just cannot.
Pretty much. Like, sleeps on his bed every night, is always there when he leaves for work and when he gets back. Like, and this dog is way too smart for his own good, so he starts to understand routines and, like, works around them to try and get his way. Like, he understands when my brother is trying to leave for work and tries to stop him. It's very interesting. But yeah. I don't even remember where I was going with this. I was just talking about my dogs. But yeah.
Talking about your animals is always a good thing.
Yeah. But yeah, and we're talking about this because you were mentioning slobber, and like I said, it depends on the dog. Like, my old Bijan, who passed away last September, he was the most well-behaved dog. He might have even had autism himself, because, like, he just did not care about anything. He was very much in his own little world. He did not want to interact with anyone. And he definitely would not lick you. Like, he might snuggle up to you.
Oh, at least he knows personal space and boundaries.
Like, and he never barked without a reason. He was, like, the perfect lap dog. Like, he was low energy, especially in his later years. He was very quiet, very clean. And we're probably never going to get another dog like him again, which is sad, but
well,
I'm glad I had him.
The pets you have are always one in a million. I mean, I have two wonderful cats at the moment. My oldest one, Mr. Midnight, I got him literally 2 weeks after Alfred the First passed. And I didn't pick him. He picked me. Quite literally, he picked me. I was at the shelter because I was feeling incredibly sad.
Sorry, keep going.
No, I'll wait until you're done choking. If you're gonna die, please die quietly.
Don't worry, I muted myself. Choking on water.
I'm such a terrible person.
No, you're my mommy.
Down on your knees, bitch. Oh, he went quiet.
Yeah, I said mommy, not dommy mommy.
I'm just, I could be a complete shit at some points, and there's one of them.
Yep. But anyways, please, continue. What were you saying?
I forgot what I was saying, to be completely honest.
Something about your cats.
Oh yeah, with Mr. Midnight, he chose me rather than me choosing him. And that's the thing with animals, they choose you rather than the other one.
Yeah, I don't know if that was true for my brother's dogs, but
I just cannot thank my my cats enough. It was sort of the same with Alfred II, the cat I got to keep Mr. Midnight company. I found him on a Wantad on Gumtree, and I went and had a look at him. And while the first day I went to see him, he was hiding from me in someone else's underwear drawer, so
Hmm.
I couldn't just go into someone else's room and try and find a cat.
Why not? Assert dominance.
Nah. The person I bought him from was absolutely lovely and went and got him for me, and he was the tiniest thing. He was the size of a Coke can. And I'm just like, oh my god, I'm in love with this kitten already.
Hmm.
Like, he couldn't handle me being all lovey-dovey to him at first, because, you know, stranger being all up in his face.
Cats are very independent like that.
But then, after a while, I went back 2 weeks later to take him home, and he absolutely fell in love with me. That was because of the fact that the very same night that he was with me, I broke down in tears because he's the spitting image of Alfred I, and in some strange way, I felt closure about the fact that Alfred I had passed when Alfred II came, since he's the spitting image of him, and it was like a huge weight had been lifted, and when
Like
I
the
started
void
crying,
had been filled.
yeah, and like when I started crying, he nuzzled up to like my belly and as if saying it's going to be all right.
That's so sweet.
And I was just like, I just cried for several hours before falling asleep with him on with him on top of my neck. To be fair, but
That is so adorable. Oh my god.
no.
Also, mentioning the underwear drawer made me want to bring up something. Have you ever heard of the one hentai doujin that has been translated to Bogon Australian English?
No.
Yes, someone, like, we're talking full-on Outback style, chucker in the ute, just, okay, the title's,
Chucker in the ute.
just chucker in the ute, eh?
Just chucker in the ute, eh?
Okay.
Fucking what, mate? You gonna have a go at me, huh? I'll fight you. Come have at me, you fucking cunt.
God, you reminded me of Michael. Is that the other guy who made Smiling Friends? Because he's got some really Australian humor. But no, someone translated a doujin to English, but they made sure it was in like very deep Australian slang, and it's called "Me Stepmom's Too Fucking Hot, Mate."
Me stepmom's too fucking hot, mate.
Yes.
You fucking what, mate? What you fucking doing with me mom?
Oh, I would love to like see you do a live reading of that. It's maybe that's something for your next milestone.
It's just like, okay, guys, what do you want me to do? You want me to do a live Australian reading of a hentai?
Like, just do it in the Discord server.
You fucking rank motherfuckers, what the hell is this bullshit?
Oh god, yeah. God, I can't I can't even remember the language. All I know is the way they described the men's bathroom because they had the sign. It just cracked me up.
I'm going to fucking deck you. You got.
She says that! She says deck you! I'm pretty sure she says that.
I think I've killed the Knuckle V. Everyone is safe.
Okay, I'm approaching.
You don't have to worry about warding him off with fresh water. I've done it. I've done it.
That reminds me of a video I need to get out soon of me actually dying of laughter, which I'll make sure to directly send it to you once it's done. But
maybe you should add this bit to it.
maybe, but well, it was an entire like specific like 10-minute section from a stream I did with my V sister.
Just make an entire compilation of you dying of laughter from various people.
Maybe. Although, honestly, I don't think I'd have the time to sit through all my streams. I've been doing this for almost a year. But, anyways, it's approaching 3 hours, and I do want to go to bed soon. And, once again, thank you for being here. This has been so much fun. You turned what was otherwise going to be a very generic stream into something very unique and magical.
Oh come now! I'm just here to just try and make things a little bit more interesting.
Yeah,
I'm not that interesting myself.
Yes, you are. Stop selling yourself short.
Short? You fucking what, mate? I'm gonna fucking deck you for that.
I mean, you are short compared to me. I'm like 8'7".
I'm 5'7", so shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm like 3 feet taller.
Okay, you all good? Yep. Okay.
Fucking get on your knees, boy.
Click confirm.
No.
Okay. Yep.
But anyways, if you want to watch Hayami, here's her link.
Hey, everyone.
I
do a stretch.
And I'm also... One moment. Where is she? Because I know she's here right now. Yes. I'm going to send you to my V-sister now. We're gonna raid Anna Hamasaki. Her link is... Where is the chat box? Here it is. Her link is right here. I'm gonna go say hi to her before I say goodnight. But anyways, thank you again for coming, and see you all next time. Goodbye.
You all have a good one.